All right, guys. Hey, my name is DK Kim at Retium, and we're at the Collision Conference, the largest tech conference in North America. And I'm here interviewing one of the hottest startups in the space called Digital Wellness Institute. Welcome.
Thanks, DK. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so I've noticed incredible amount of buzz at your booth. And I just want to know, what is Digital Wellness Institute and what is creating so much buzz?
Yeah, well, the Digital Wellness Institute is a company that helps other organizations find that sweet spot where employees are both thriving and productive. Now, what do we mean by that? Over the past 2 years, employees have spent an untenable average of 13 hours day after day on their digital devices. And guess who are paying the price for that? Their employers. Why? Because employees who have a problem with this and spend a lot of time on their technology end up A, feeling more depressed, B, feeling more burnt out, and 3, end up feeling more, less productive at work. So ultimately, the employers are footing the bill for employees' inability to shut off at the end of the day.
Wow, okay, I love this. So where do we start?
Yeah, so we begin with our proprietary baseline assessment, which anybody can take. You can go to digitalwellnessinstitute.com/assessment, and that will provide a baseline understanding of the digital wellness of your organization. From there, we take that data and we benchmark that against industry peers to give your company insight into where you're doing well and where you might be falling behind. That also allows us an opportunity to really, give a customized roadmap for improvement within your organization and make sure that those companies that are doing exceptionally well have an opportunity to earn recognition as a certified digitally well workplace. This is a great offering that allows any company to then market that to potential new talent.
I'm going to throw you a curveball question here.
Yeah, please.
Share me a use case right now that you're seeing that's really helped these companies.
Communication. So at the end of the day, your boss emails you with an email. It's 8 p.m., you're having dinner with your family. Is it an urgent email, or is that boss just getting that off of their mental load? 90% of the time, it's not urgent. And yet, those underneath the management team feel compelled to drop everything that they're doing, that personal time with their family that brings them joy, to go back and reach for that email and respond. Is that necessary, or could that have waited till 8 a.m. in the next morning? So through education, empowerment, and outreach, we help managers understand the value of digitally well practices. They can get it off their workload, that's fine, but schedule send for 8 a.m. the next morning so it doesn't bother my friend DK here and it doesn't burn him out.
I see. So you're creating healthy boundaries in the workplace, basically.
1000%. And that's the issue with existing employer wellness products. They don't address the role that technology plays in our physical and our mental health. And that's what we do.
So then on the employer side, how does that really benefit the leader? What are the results that you're seeing where wow, I really appreciate that?
Yeah, well, first, their own satisfaction, right? When they create a culture of wellness, employees reward them just based off of the way that they feel about that organization, and they're more likely to work harder, they're more likely to stay longer, and at the end of the day, you're gonna have a happier, healthier, more creative work environment.
Yeah, a lot of times my friends be like, hey, I gotta take a work call at 7 o'clock, or oh, my boss might email me, and there's this fear, so you can't really enjoy what you're doing. Yeah. And then every time there's a deadline, that always comes up. So Absolutely. There's always that type of survival mindset, right?
Absolutely. And just at Collision, we are so excited to launch the world's first e-learning micro-content for employees to help them optimize their usage of technology. So DK, let's go back to that example. 7 o'clock, you get an email from your boss. Let's say you have a digitally well workplace, right? And your boss doesn't email you past business hours. Well, what good is that if our usage is, our way of outletting is to actually go back, scroll through Twitter, scroll through TikTok, and our usage is through the roof. And that's the way that we, decompress. Inherently, there's nothing wrong with that if that brings us joy. But my question to you is that really what would bring you joy? Is that really what would prepare you the next morning to be the most creative, the most productive, and the most engaged worker?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's all about if the leader of the company cares for me.
Yes.
And this is one way to show that.
Exactly.
And then once they do that, then I'll go ahead and care for them.
Exactly.
Right? But they don't care about my space, about my family time or my friend time. Then why should I care about your time?
Yep. And the emerging market that we're also addressing, in addition to the employer wellness market, is the education, the academic market. We've sold right here in Canada to McGill University a content licensing agreement to teach all of their students digitally well practices. And that's what we're seeing as this new generation emerges into the workforce, how important it is for them to be educated on this topic.
Well, that's awesome. So where can these community leaders or company leaders or companies learn more?
Yep, so they can reach us at Digital Wellness Institute. That's www.digitalwellnessinstitute.com/workplaces. And that's where you can find our entire resources to help your employees thrive in the digital age.
Well, there you have it, guys. Tyler at Digital Wellness Institute. You guys are doing amazing things. Thank you.
Thanks, DK. Appreciate it.